Welcome! My name is Cheryl Hines, and I'm excited to share my capstone project with you. For my capstone project, I painted what I refer to as my tree of life. All of our wisdom is stored in the trees is a quote by Santosh Kalwar. My tree of life represents the wisdom and growth that I have acquired throughout my life's journey and specifically through the MSW program at the University of Waterloo. Trees are like people, each one is unique, and they grow stronger and sturdier as they weather the seasons and storms. I've endured many storms over the years and several during my journey through this program, and I did not know just how strong and resilient I could be. Each branch on my tree represents the specific areas in which I have grown, including my professional identity, values and ethics, diversity, social justice, leadership, and self-care. My tree is also full of blossoming flowers that represent my new growth along with my budding ideas and dreams. Allow me to share my capstone project with you, along with the wisdom and knowledge that I have cultivated on my journey throughout this program. When I first realized that we had to come up with a creative piece as part of our capstone project, I'll admit that I felt a little bit anxious. I have never considered myself to be creative, and I found this task rather daunting. Given my limited artistic experience, I approached my 17-year-old daughter Madison, as she is a very talented artist, and I asked for her assistance. She patiently guided me as I painted my tree, and she reassured me when I thought I was making mistakes by saying, "Paintings look ugly before they look beautiful." This statement really resonated with me, and I thought about how this can be applied to life. Life often gets ugly, messy, and chaotic before we can see the true meaning and beauty in it. As a parent, I'm often the teacher, but in this case, I was the student, and my daughter was the teacher, sharing her knowledge and artistic ability with me. We learned about the concept of knowledge mobilization in the Social Work 605 course, and this project truly encompassed a collaborative and meaningful exchange of knowledge and experience. I'm very proud of this painting and what it means to me. Not only was this project an opportunity to collaborate and bond with my daughter, it helped me tap into my creative side. Allow me to explain the deeper significance of my tree and how each branch signifies how I have evolved during these last 2 years. All trees start with roots that provide nourishment so the tree can grow and flourish. Roots give the tree its solid foundation. They are hidden below the ground and no one can see how deep and far-reaching they are. My roots include my family, friends, co-workers, and classmates. Throughout this journey, they have been my support system, giving my tree life, always there to cheer me on whenever I needed a lift. They proofread countless papers and celebrated each milestone of the program with me. Through this program, I have also developed meaningful relationships with many of my fellow classmates, and the knowledge that they have shared along with their support has contributed to my learning and growth. Having these solid roots has helped to keep me grounded and balanced both personally and professionally, and has enabled my tree to grow stronger. From the roots grows the trunk of my tree, and it represents my journey into the social work profession. From a very young age, I knew I wanted to work with and help people. And in 1996, I graduated with my BSW from King's College at the University of Western Ontario. Upon graduation, I started working at a community psychiatric service in Goderich, and thus began my career in mental health. In 1999, I left this organization and I went to work at the St. Thomas Psychiatric Hospital, and it was there that I became immersed in the medical model. My personal and professional values and ethics often clashed with this approach. According to an article I read by Grable from 2001, many social workers experience a tension between conflicting paradigms, and this was certainly the case for me. In a lecture by Macmillan from 2017 in the Social Work 602 course, she talked about how the medical model tends to be less personal and uses detached language. Within the medical model, the doctor or professional is typically seen as the expert who diagnoses and directs the treatment plan. It's often not collaborative, where the patient's wishes, lived experience, and social conditions are taken into account. I found this approach dehumanizing and oppressive. Working in the hospital was a great experience, and I wouldn't change this. However, I knew the medical model was not a fit for me. Therefore, I left the hospital in 2009, and I went to work for the Thames Valley Family Health Team. The Thames Valley Family Health Team has 19 sites, and I work at the Windermere site located in St. Thomas, Ontario. I work with an exceptional interdisciplinary team. My co-workers are like family to me, and the camaraderie that we share adds to the enjoyment I experience working here. They have been incredibly supportive throughout my journey through this program. And our clinical director, Lisa Vrugdenhill, who's also a social worker, was one of my references for the program and will be one of my capstone reviewers. She has had a profound influence on my career and is someone I look up to and admire. Lisa is a transformational leader, a concept I learned about in the Social Work 603 course, as she inspires others towards a shared vision, supports and encourages staff to find innovative ways to meet the client's needs, and celebrates everyone's successes. And this is a quote from Bass from 1985, as cited in Lewis, Packard, and Soufflet, 2012. She is highly regarded, and we are truly fortunate to have her as our clinical director. My professional identity is one of the branches on my tree of life. The knowledge and experience I've gained during this 2-year MSW program has definitely shaped and strengthened my identity in more ways than I anticipated. Within the last few years of my practice, I made a paradigm shift away from the medical model to a person-centered, collaborative, and strengths-based approach. I find this new approach is in better alignment with my personal and professional values and ethics. Moving away from the medical model means I no longer focus on problem-saturated narratives and labels. I look for strengths and help build resiliency while acknowledging the many social factors and conditions that impact those I work with. I feel more competent and better equipped than ever to deliver high-quality, evidence-based social work services within the constantly evolving healthcare system, thanks to the knowledge that I have acquired through this program. I am certain my professional identity will continue to evolve and flourish through ongoing professional development, self-reflection, and engagement in quality supervision. It has always been very important to me to abide by our social work code of ethics and to be accountable to those I support. The MSW program really enhanced my appreciation of our code of ethics, and I find myself reviewing this code more regularly to strengthen my integrity. A client's right to self-determination is one of the social work core values that has great significance for me and guides my daily practice. When I worked within the hospital within the medical model, I often found a client's rights were not honored and respected. In my current practice at the Family Health Team, a client's right to self-determination is paramount, and the therapeutic alliance is grounded in collaboration and respect. Badeau from 2011 stated that social workers in healthcare must be professionally assertive to keep their values afloat in a stormy sea of change. This statement really resonated with me, and I now know with certainty that I will never compromise my professional values and ethics regardless of the setting I work within. Diversity is another branch on my tree of life. Bowen and Walton from 2015 stated that social work has a unique role to play in eliminating the health disparities that exist. And I believe this is particularly true in the areas of mental health and addictions, as we are trained to work with and advocate on behalf of the most vulnerable, marginalized, and oppressed. This program has definitely expanded my awareness of how important it is to acknowledge diversity amongst those we support and to advocate for health equity. Each person is unique and has their own story, cultural background, and social conditions that have shaped who they are. The report I read by McKinnon and Raphael from 2010 on the social determinants of health truly enlightened me on the many social conditions that impact health and health outcomes. As a result of what I have learned in this program, I am also more conscious of my own social location as a white, privileged, middle-class female, and how this shapes the lens in which I view myself, the world, and those I support. Throughout this program, I have worked on deconstructing previously held views that limited me and my practice. And our organization has also made it a priority to provide the employees of the Thames Valley Family Health Team with cultural humility training and to honor and respect diversity. I've been able to share the knowledge and experience that I've gained through this program as part of our training program by sharing the McKinnon and Raphael report and providing case examples that demonstrate the application of the social determinants of health framework and cultural humility within practice. Going forward, I will strive to remain open and curious about the cultural background and social conditions of those I support and to create a safe space to elicit their stories of lived experience. Social justice is another branch on my tree. I completed my practicum at the St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital on their outpatient mental health care team. And while there, I had the opportunity to attend a women's homelessness advisory committee and to participate on the situation table. The Women's Homelessness Committee was comprised of several community agencies who came together to address the issue of homelessness amongst women in our community. A situation table is a strategic alliance of human services who have come together to collaborate in an attempt to mitigate at-risk situations within a timely manner. While on my practicum, I completed the situation table training to prepare me for my involvement in their meetings, and I was able to present a case at the situation table as well. Both were exciting opportunities to be involved in social advocacy and to learn more about the social issues that impact the community where I live and work. I've been truly inspired by the passion and dedication of both of these committees, and it has motivated me to take on a more active role to address the social justice issues that exist and to advocate for those who are vulnerable and marginalized within our society. Together, we need to actively envision a world in which all persons have an equal opportunity to live in dignity with a chance for a healthy life, and this includes having access to affordable, safe housing. And this is a quote by Austin from 2001. This program has definitely helped shape me into a more competent and effective social worker, and as a result, I feel better equipped to take on leadership roles. Within the family health team, I intend to take on a leadership role by advocating for the implementation of a peer supervision model within our organization. Currently, we have no formal supervision structure in place. In a climate of budgetary restraint and a focus on increasing the number of clients served in healthcare settings, many social workers are finding themselves with minimal access to traditional models of supervision. And this is a quote by Bettridge from 2012. Bettridge also states that clinical supervision is not always given priority in organizations. However, supervision and the opportunities that it provides for critical self-reflection and professional growth are central components of ethical social work practice. What I learned in the Social Work 603 course has given me the knowledge and evidence I need to advocate for a peer supervision model. In addition to advocating for peer supervision, I plan to make a concerted effort to be actively involved in committees and leadership opportunities within our organization to help shape delivery of primary healthcare services. I recently joined our newly formed Mental Health and Addictions Task Force. I look forward to sharing my knowledge and expertise, particularly what I've learned in the Social Work 609 course, to help improve the delivery of mental health services. I firmly believe that social workers make excellent leaders due to their training, experience, and diverse skill set. What I have learned in the MSW program has better prepared me to take on leadership roles to help shape the evolution of healthcare. My final branch of my tree of life is perhaps the most vital, as it represents self-care. This branch is crucial to my well-being, both personally and professionally. I could not have thrived in this field for 23 years and throughout the MSW program without prioritizing self-care. According to McCarrigal and Walsh from 2011, the demands placed on human service workers in supporting people through difficult times can contribute to high levels of stress and burnout. Therefore, developing an effective and consistent self-care plan is crucial. It has taken me several years to fully appreciate the importance of self-care and to develop a truly effective plan that incorporates my physical, emotional, social, and spiritual needs. For me, my self-care plan includes tending to my physical needs by ensuring I get adequate rest, eat a healthy diet, and exercise regularly. I love to stay active by doing yoga, biking, walking, and Zumba. Having a healthy social life and surrounding myself with positive and supportive people, including my friends, family, and coworkers, is also essential to my emotional well-being. In addition, I engage in daily prayer as this feeds my spirit. My faith has grown immensely over the years and has gotten me through some very difficult times. Living mindfully and practicing meditation on a daily basis has had a profoundly positive impact on my physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. I developed a mindfulness practice in 2011 after I attended an 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction program. And I've been teaching a mindfulness program at the Thames Valley Family Health Team for 6 years now. It's such an honor to share this evidence-based practice and to watch other lives be transformed. Living mindfully and meditating regularly has enabled me to become more present in my life and for those I support and practice, while also keeping me grounded and balanced. And so I go forward from this program embracing and integrating all that I have learned and experienced, and ensuring that I continue to make self-care a priority so I can thrive. I am truly grateful for the opportunity to be part of the MSW program at the University of Waterloo. I have grown on a personal and professional level way beyond what I ever anticipated. I know my tree of life will continue to grow stronger and blossom with innovative ideas, goals, and dreams as I forge ahead on my journey through life and the social work profession. I thank you for allowing me to share my capstone project with you, my tree of life, and the many ways in which I have grown and evolved in the last 2 years.